Good evening, everybody. Welcome. If you haven't heard him before, you're in for a treat. So I will say very little now. I'll talk a lot at the break. A night of shanties and fun and revelry. Seán Dagher.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming. I just pretend to tune it because people get upset. So let's start with a song about getting forced to come out to it's about being. It's called the Press Gang. As I walked out on a London street, the press gang there I chanced to meet. They asked if I would join the fleet. On board of a man of war, boys, on board of a man of war. Said I, brother shipmates, tell me true, what kind of treatment they give to you, that I may know before I go. On board of a man of war, boys, on board of a man of war. Well, the first thing they did, they took me in hand, and they flogged me with the tar of a strand, kept lashing me till I could not stand. On board of a man of war, boys, on board of a man of war. Well, I had a wife, and her name was Grey, the her that led me to shocking delay. 'Twas her that caused me to go away. On board of a man of war, boys, on board of a man of war. But if ever I get my feet on shore to see those London girls once more, I'll never go to sea anymore. On board of a man of war, boys, on board of a man of war. On board of a man of war, boys, on board of a man of war. Thank you. Okay, now let's get to a real shanty. This one is a Rio Grande. So you have two two crew responses to sing. I'm going to sing blah, 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 blah. This is how shanties work. And then you... Oh, sorry, 1 second. Pardon me. Hello? Hello? Oh, it wasn't me. So I'm going to sing the Shantyman lines, and you're going to sing the crew responses. So the first crew response is way for Rio. Ready? Way for Rio. Very good. And then I'm going to sing another line, blah, 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 nobody cares. And then you have your crew response, which is, and we're bound for the Rio Grande. It's like this. And we're bound for the Rio Grande. Ready, everybody? And we're bound for the Rio Grande. That's very good. It sounds beautiful. It doesn't have to sound that beautiful. It can be, you can sing wrong notes. You can sing in whatever key you want. You can make up harmonies even if you don't know how to make up harmonies. So these are the instructions we got when we were singing these songs for the Assassin's Creed video game series. They said, no, guys, no, it's too nice. It's too nice. Be pirates. You don't have to be pirates, but you're allowed to be pirates. We're sick on the beach and our money was gone. And you say, way for Rio. So we signed on this packet to drive her along, and we're bound for the Rio Grande. There were some of us sick, there were some of us sore. Way for Rio, we had drunk all our drink, we were looking for more, and we're bound for the Rio Grande. And away, bullies, away, away, away for Rio. Sing fairly well, my Liverpool girls, and we're water ship and a deep water crew, way for Rio. But we don't like the grub, no, I'm damned if we do, and we're bound for the Rio Grande. So heave up the anchor, oh, heave her away, way for Rio. She's got a good grip, bullies, heave her all day, and we're bound for the Rio Grande. And away, bullies, away, away, away for Rio. Sing fairly well, my Liverpool girls, and we're bound for the Rio Grande. Where are you bound to, me bully boys all? We're bound for the southward, me bully boys all, and we're bound for the Rio Grande. So heave up the anchor, oh, heave her away, way for Rio. She's got a good grip, bullies, heave her all day, and we're bound for the Rio Grande. And away, bullies, away, way for Rio. Sing fairly well, my Liverpool girls, and we're bound for the Rio Grande. And away, bullies, away. Last time, way for Rio. Sing fairly well, my Liverpool girls, and we're bound for the Rio Grande. And we're bound for the Rio Grande. Great job, great job. Okay, let's do a difficult one. You have to sing or yell back or say back the last 3 syllables of every line, basically. So I say, it's a cold and weary morning in December. Right, and all of my money, it was spent. It was spent, right? And there are a couple of twisty ones there. And I don't remember, the chorus is sort of like that, but you'll understand. I hope so too. It's cold and dreary morning in December, and all of my money was spent. Where it went to, oh, I can't remember. So down to the shipping office I went. Paddy lay back, take up your slack, Say, could turn around the capstan, heave a pawl. About ship stations, boys, be handy. We're bound for Valparaiso round the Horn. There's a Yankee ship lying in the basin. They said that she was leaving in the morn. Wearing one that's left, I knew what I was facing. The pirate said, we're going round Cape Horn. Paddy lay back, take up your slack. Take a turn around the capstan, heave a pawl. About ship stations, boys, be handy. We're bound for Valparaiso round the Horn. Oh, the mate and second mate, they came from Boston. The captain, Frank, came from Bangor up in Maine. And the three of them were rough and tumble fighters. Bullfighters. Always fighting with those among themselves again. Paddy, lay back, take up your slack. Take a turn around the capstan, heave a pawl. About ship stations, boys, be handy. We're bound for Valparaiso around the Horn. Now the crew was just a useless bunch of hoodlums. We had firemen with some things and we'd cooks. Not a man among them all could sing a good one. And they couldn't sing the shanties without the books. Paddy, lay back, take up your slack. Take a turn around the capstan, heave a pawl. About ship stations, boys, be handy. We're bound for Valparaiso around the Horn. Paddy, lay back, take up your slack. Take a turn around the capstan, heave a pawl. About ship stations, boys, be handy. We're bound for Valparaiso around the Horn. Round the Horn! Amazing. Amazing. Great job. This is for my voice. It's a professional thing. It's not indulgence, I assure you. Okay, well, we're going to do, I see a Longest John's t-shirt there. Were you guys at the show, one of the shows that which one? Ardmore. Oh, yeah, cool. That was fun. That was the sit-down place, was it? No, Ardmore, PA. Oh, that place. I remember that one, yeah. Nice to see you again. So you'll know, if I repeat jokes, you just keep it to yourself, okay? Like that one. So there's only one line in this one. This is an easy one. Your line is lowlands, 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 low. Ready? Lowlands, 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 low. Good, good. And then so that's after every line. But then there's a chorusy bit where I say lowlands, boys, away, and you have to say oh, not like oh, not like oh, look at the flower, oh, the tulips are starting. No, it's like. Oh, what's the line I usually say? Oh, an untended keg of Guinness. That's what you, oh. See? Our packet ship is the island lass. Lowlands, 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 low. The old man's howling at the main top mast. Lowlands, 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 low. Lowlands, boys, away. Oh, lowlands, 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 low. Yeah, there's another lowlands after the O, so even if you're all spent from yelling, oh, an untended keg of Guinness, you still have to do. The cook is ringed with soldiers' clothes. Lowlands, 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 low. Where he got 'em from, nobody knows. Lowlands, 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 low. Lowlands, boys, away. Oh, lowlands, 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 low. He bakes us bread as hard as stone. Lowlands, 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 low. It'll break your teeth, it'll shatter your bones. Lowlands, 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 low. Lowlands, boys, away. Oh, lowlands, 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 low. I wish I had 10,000 pounds. Lowlands, 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 low. I'd build a ship and I'd sail around. Lowlands, 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 low. Lowlands, boys, away. Oh, lowlands, 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 low. I'd feed you well and I'd raise your pay. Lowlands, 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 low. I'd fill your cups 3 times a day. Lowlands, 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 low. Lowlands, boys, away. Oh, lowlands. lowlands, 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 low. So lowlands, boys, and off she goes. Get dressed, me boys, in your shore-going clothes. Lowlands, boys, away. Oh, lowlands, 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 lowlands. Lowlands, boys, away. Oh, lowlands, 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 lowlands. Thank you. I remember that show in Ardmore, Pennsylvania, with the Longest Johns. They invited me back on at the end of the show every time to do the encore with them, and it was Lever Johnny that we were singing. And the Longest Johns are really nice guys, like much nicer than me, and their show is also much more general audience, if you know what I mean, than sometimes we allow ourselves to be. So that was the third show of that tour, and I remember JD came up to me before the encore saying, Seán, I wonder if we can change a couple of the verses in Lever Johnny, because, you know, there are lots of children here. So, oh, sorry, JD. Yes, of course. So I did, and I will. Not all of them, mind you, but I will. Anyways, lowlands. Now let's do. Okay, I have after this, I'm doing a couple shows around here, and then I'm going to do some shows in Cleveland, and they've asked me to learn these couple of Great Lakes shanties, and so I'm just testing them out. So this is the first public performance. So if I mess up some of the lyrics, just keep it to yourself. She's an iron ore vessel, a vessel of fame. She sails from Oswego, and the twilight's her name. She trades to Superior, where the stormy winds blow. But away on the twilight for iron we go. Now the twilight has left the old Cleveland pier. The girls and the boys, they all give us a cheer. Sing, there's the bark twilight, her canvas all set. May she have pleasant weather from here to Marquette. Her course north by west with the wind at her tail. We head for the lakes and we crack on the sail. And that afternoon, ere we raised the bar lights, well, a tug took our line and we towed through the night. Oh, the tug dropped our line while out in the bay. And then on Superior we made our own way, with our ice rail adrift and our storm canvas set. The twilight next morning hove into Marquette. We then headed down to an iron ore dock. Then down came the chutes and down thundered the rock. For 600 tons of the red iron ore, 'twas all we could carry and 50 tons more. And down in the hold we all had to go, with shovels and spades for to trim her just so. We cursed the red ore and the town of Marquette, and some of the boys are a-cursing them yet. Now we're out on the lake and my two hands are sore. From pushing wheelbarrows I'll do it no more. I'm hunchback from shoveling, so listen to my roar. When I get back to Cleveland I'm done with the ore. Now the twilight is bound in Superior again, with the winds from the south and with showers of rain. We skirted Grand Isle and then Grand Marais, and then we dropped our hook in Whitefish Bay. We ploughed on Lake Huron with the wind from the west. and the twilight was smoking, she was doing her best. We raced the whole fleet across Saginaw Bay until our main topsail was carried away. And then on Lake Erie we saw a great sight. Right over our bow was the old Cleveland light. Now the twilight's made fast and our trip's at an end, so it's down to the merchant our coin for to spend. When our money's all gone and we're sick of the shore, then it's back on the lakes for to hunt iron ore. Yeah, nice tune, right? They sent that to me. They're like, here, you got to learn this for the gig. I was like, well, I hope it's a nice tune. Okay, let's do General Taylor. So your two lines are, walk him along, John, carry him along. That's your first one. Walk him along, John, carry him along. And your second one is, carry him to his burying ground. Carry him to his burying ground. General Taylor, he gained the day. Walk him along, John, carry him along. General Taylor, he gained the day. Carry him to his burying ground. Tell me where, stormy. Walk him along, John, carry him along. Tell me where, you stormy. Carry him to his burying ground. General Taylor, he's dead and he's gone. Walk him along, John, carry him along. General Taylor, he's long dead and gone. Carry him to his burying ground. Tell me where, stormy. Walk him along, John, carry him along. Tell me where, you stormy. Carry him to his burying ground. I wish I were General Taylor's son. Walk him along, John, carry him along. I'd build him a ship of 1,000 ton. Carry him to his burying ground. Tell me where, stormy. Walk him along, John, carry him along. Tell me where, you stormy. Carry him to his burying ground. I'd build him a ship of 1,000 ton. Walk him along, John, carry him along. And I'd fill her up with good New England rum. Carry him to his burying ground. Tell me where, stormy. Walk him along, John, carry him along. Tell me where, you stormy. Carry him to his burying ground. Well, I'd fill her up with good New England rum. Walk him along, John, carry him along. And I'd give out drinks to everyone. Carry him to his burying ground. Tell me where, stormy. Walk him along, John, carry him along. Tell me where, you stormy. Carry him to his burying ground. Tell me which nor me. Walk him along, John, carry him along. Tell me where you store me. Carry him to his burying ground. Let's do. Okay, let's do. This is a very silly song. You have to repeat everything I say. There were 3 men of Bristol City. There were 3 men of Bristol City. They stole a ship and went to sea. They stole a ship and went to sea. There was Gorging Jack and Guzzling Jimmy. There was Gorging Jack and Guzzling Jimmy. And there was little boy Billy. And there was little boy Billy. They stole a tin of Captain's biscuits. They stole a tin of Captain's biscuits. And 1 large bottle of whiskey. And 1 large bottle of whiskey. But when they reached the broad Atlantic, but when they reached the broad Atlantic, they had nothing to eat but 1 split pea. They had nothing to eat but 1 split pea. Said Gorging Jack to Guzzling Jimmy. Said Gorging Jack to Guzzling Jimmy. We've nothing to eat, so I'll eat thee. We've nothing to eat, so I'll eat thee. Said Guzzling Jimmy, I'm old and toughish. Said Guzzling Jimmy, I'm old and toughish. So let's eat little boy Billy. So let's eat little boy Billy. Oh, little boy Billy, we're going to kill and eat you. Oh, little boy Billy, we're going to kill and eat you. So undo the top button of your little shimmy. So undo the top button of your little shimmy. Oh, may I say my catechism? Oh, may I say my catechism, that my dear mother taught to me, that my dear mother taught to me. He climbed up to the main top gallant. He climbed up to the main top gallant. And there he got down on 1 knee. And there he got down on 1 knee. And when he reached the 11th commandment, and when he reached the 11th commandment, he cried, yo-ho, for land I see. He cried, yo-ho, for land I see. I see Jerusalem and Madagascar. I see Jerusalem and Madagascar, and North and South America, and North and South America. I see the British fleet at anchor. I see the British fleet at anchor, and Admiral Nelson KCB, and Admiral Nelson KCB. They hung Gorging Jack and Guzzling Jimmy. They hung Gorging Jack and Guzzling Jimmy. And they made an admiral of little boy Billy. And they made an admiral of little boy Billy. True story. I assure you, it's a true story. Apologize for the delays. I tried it once with one of those joggers camel packs with the straw, but the Guinness gums up the elixir, the magical elixir gums up the straws of the so anyway, it doesn't work. Okay, let's do a real shanty. Renzo. Your two lines are Renzo boys, Renzo. Ready? Renzo boys, Renzo, and Renzo boys, Renzo. Amazing. Oh, Renzo was no sailor. Renzo boys, Renzo. He was just a stitchin' tailor. Renzo boys, Renzo. He shipped on board a whaler. Renzo boys, Renzo, he was just a hopeless failure. Renzo boys, Renzo, the captain gave him 30. Renzo boys, Renzo, but his daughter begged for mercy. Renzo boys, Renzo, she took him to her cabin. Renzo boys, Renzo, which got the crew a jabbering. Renzo boys, Renzo, she gave him cake and water. Renzo boys, Renzo, and a bit more than she oughta. Renzo boys, Renzo, she gave him rum and whiskey. Renzo boys, Renzo, which made him spry and frisky. Renzo boys, Renzo, she taught him navigation. Renzo boys, Renzo, that cursed occupation. Renzo boys, Renzo, now Renzo is the skipper. Renzo boys, Renzo, of a leaky black ball clipper. Renzo boys, Renzo, he's known wherever whalefish blow. Renzo boys, Renzo, as the worst damn skipper on the go. Renzo boys, Renzo, Renzo boys, Renzo! Yeah. Nice job. Nice job. Let's see what we're going to do next. Oh, we can do a Campanero. I was talking about this song with Chris earlier. I know all the words to this song, but there's one word that I don't know what it means. So I won't tell you now. At the end, you can see if I can get any suggestions from the audience about what it means. And you can say the last line of most verses is something Campanero. That's the name of the ship. It's something we were on the Campanero, or there is something Campanero. So you'll figure it out. I was flat broke on the shore in the town of Baltimore, and I fancied taking a trip to Rio de Janeiro. Well, the Frenchman gave me a chance, and likewise a month's advance, and shipped me on board the bark, the Campanero. That night I came on board, and my head was whiskey sore, and the crimpy said, in your bunk you'll find a squareo. Well, the squareo, it was small, and the cockney drank it all on board of the handy bark, the Campanero. We were ready to sail away from the moorings where she lay. The sails were set and the wind was blowing fair-o. But the captain, he was drunk, and he couldn't get out of his bunk on board of the handy bark, the Campanero. Then the wind came down the bay, it blew all of our sails away, and all those flaming sheets we had to repair-o. So I lost my watch below, and I was sent to the poop to sew on board of the handy bark, the Campanero. Ah, the mate, he was a big bluff, and he tried to handle us rough. Says I, is it me you're figuring for to scare-o? But then a great big Russian Finn taught a couple of things to him on board of the handy bark, the Campanero. After 40 days or more, we reached Brasilia's shore, and the man at the top, he shouted, boys, we're there-o. While the wind was sailing free, and so straight ahead sailed we, and dropped our hook that night in Rio de Janeiro. And the mate, he went ashore, and he never come back no more, and the captain sent ashore his banchalero. But with the mate, the skip of the pump, I was nearly off me chump on board of the handy bark, the Campanero. Well, now my voyage is o'er, and I'm back in Baltimore, those flaming old Downeasters, boys, beware, oh. If evermore I go to sea, no more Yankee ships for me, for fear that they'd be like the Campagnaro. If evermore I go to sea, no more Yankee ships for me, for fear that they'd be like the Campagnaro. Now, did you get the word that I didn't know? It's bagshallero. The captain sent ashore is bagshallero. I learned it from the singing of John Roberts from around here, and I just met him last year and learned that song off of him, and didn't get a chance to ask him what that word was. There's another interesting word in there, children. The poop. I don't know if you caught that. I was sent to the poop to sow. So the poop is the back deck. It's from the French word for stern of the ship is la poupe. And it sounds much fancier in French. Ah oui, je vais aller sur la poupe. I come from Montreal, and that's not how they talk. They say, ah ouais, m'aller sur la poupe. That's how they say it. Ah, tout à l'heure, là, m'aller là, va coudre les... Anyway, so... You know what? You guys speak French too, right? So let's do a French one, and you got to do the responses in French. This is going to be great. So your first response is Ali, allo. Ready? Ali, allo. See, your French is good. And then the second one is 3 alis before the first allo. It's like this. Ali, 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 allo. Ali, allo. Ready? Ali, 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 allo. Ali, allo. Oh my God, you're like trilingual. Capitaine de Saint-Malo, Ali, allo, qui fait la pêche au cachalot, Ali, 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 allo, Ali, allo. Il a 3 filles qui font la peau, Ali, allo, à Nantes, au Havre et à Frisco, Ali, 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 allo. Ali, allo, il mange la viande, nous laisse les os. Ali, allo, il fume la cigare et nous laisse les mégots. Ali, 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 allo, Ali, allo, il boit du vin et nous de l'eau. Ali, allo, comme son second qui est un salaud. Ali, 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 allo, Ali, allo, son entonnant envoie là-haut. Ali, allo, à coups de bottes dans le dos. Ali, 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 allo, Ali, allo, il donne la goutte à ses matelots. Ali, allo, à grands coups de bord de guindeau. Ali, 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 allo, Ali, allo, et son bosco qui est un salaud. Ali, allo, si tu gros mille te fout à l'eau. Ali, 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 allo, Ali, allo, le capitaine de Saint-Malo, qui fait la pêche au cachalot. Ali, 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 allo, Ali, allo, Ali, 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 allo, Ali, allo. Yeah. Hey, I heard some really nice harmonies in there. That was pretty cool. That was good. That was good. Anyway, so all of that to say poop. Let's do another nice one. This is Shallow Brown. And this version of it is much too nice to be a shanty, but we're going to sing it anyway, and we're going to sing it with responses, okay? Your first response is, shallow, oh, shallow brown. Shallow, oh, shallow brown. And your second response is, shallow, oh, shallow brown. Shallow, oh, shallow brown. That's it. Bound away to leave her, shallow, oh, shallow brown. Bound away to leave her, shallow, oh, shallow brown. Shipped on board a whaler, shallow, oh, shallow brown. Shipped on board a whaler, shallow, oh, shallow brown. Packet leaves tomorrow, shallow, oh, shallow brown. Leave you with great sorrow, shallow, oh, shallow brown. I love you, Juliana, shallow, oh, shallow brown. I love you, Juliana, shallow, oh, shallow brown. Take me for a daughter, shallow, oh, shallow brown. A great big Spanish daughter, shallow, oh, shallow brown. Shallow in the morning, shallow, oh, shallow brown. Just as day is dawning, shallow, oh, shallow brown. Across the chilly mountains, shallow, oh, shallow brown. To pump that silver fountain, shallow, oh, shallow brown. Farewell, my Juliana, shallow, oh, shallow brown. Farewell, my Juliana, shallow, oh, shallow brown. Shallow, oh, shallow brown. Yeah. Amazing. Okay, I'm going to do one more, then take an intermission break. I brought some stuff. I smuggled it across the border. Buddy said, "Do you have anything to declare?" And I said, "No." So the sooner I can get rid of the evidence, the better. That's it. What are we going to do here? Oh yeah, let's do the Wellerman because. There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was the Billy of Tea. The winds came up and her bow up down, so blow me bully boys blow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. We had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her right whale bore. The captain cried all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. Hands to the side, harpooned and fought her when she dived down below. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed, but the captain's mind was not of greed. He belonged to the whaleman's creed, and she took that ship in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 14 days and 40 more, the land grew slack and taut once more. All boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that whale did go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on, the line's not cut and the whale's not gone. The wellerman makes his regular runs, so blow me bully boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Thank you. See you after.
Don't go away, there'll be more. On your right, lots of fun things to eat and drink, and on your left is the Seán Dagher Mall. I'm sitting here, Chris is going, he knows this is live stream.
were three lanes open. Oh, looks like I got started.
And we're back. Please find your seats. So normally at this time, I would probably sing something about that the next group is going to do, but because the next group is instrumental and I'm not, I won't. So coming up on March 7th, Medusa, amazing string group, nickel harpa, unusual stringed instruments and fiddles and bass and other things, and they're going to be great. It's a quartet, and they're fabulous, and you'll love them. We hope to see you there. Is anyone here for the first time? Welcome. Yes. Bright lights. Welcome, and we hope you'll come to more. We have this card, which tells you about concerts for the rest of the season. There's some at the desk on your way out. Feel free to take them. You'll also see other things that we do here at the building, like open mics. We have a monthly open mic, and you can come and sing your heart out or play your heart out. And we have instrument classes if you want to learn how to play instruments, and other African drumming. And anyway, take a card. You'll see what's upcoming. And don't forget, we have the festival in June, from June 27th to 29th. And we have a listing of the people who are most of the people who are going to be at the festival are on this card as well. And I'm not going to say much more other than, oh, right, I should mention, Old Songs has been nominated for 2 of the Thomas Edison Awards for Music in the Capital District. The first is for our concert series, and this is part of it, of course. And then we're also for Promoter of the Year. Lots of competition, and it's everyone says it, but we really do mean it. It is an honor to be nominated. So anyway, without further ado, what's your name again? Seán? Seán Dagher.
So I had a question about what on earth this thing is, and I had some really good guesses. And just know that if you're betting on what it is, that I take 10% of all bets lost and won for giving you the answer. And what this thing, it goes by many names. Among the polite ones are Irish bouzouki and cittern and octave mandolin. So someone said it looks like an oversized mandolin, and that's exactly what it is. So whereas a regular mandolin is sort of, I'm an octave lower than that. So it puts it in the register of the acoustic guitar. So I'm doing the job of the acoustic guitar, but in the manner of the mandolin. So it's kind of that hybrid. And it gets called Irish bouzouki because one of the first places it was sort of developed, this version of it anyway, was in Ireland in the 1970s, starting in 1970. And someone had come back from Greece with an actual bouzouki. The real bouzouki is Greek. And so someone had come back, and someone was also, at the same time, was trying to make a banjo, but with a wooden top. And so anyway, so it all kind of got mushed together, and it got called an Irish bouzouki. And it's well, I have more stories about the bouzouki, but I'll sing a song first, just because that's my main job. So let's do Mary Ellen Carter. She went down last October in a pouring driving rain. The skipper he'd been drinking and the mate he felt no pain. Too close to 3 Mile Rock and she was dealt her mortal blow. And the Mary Ellen Carter settled low. There was just us 5 aboard when she finally was awash. We'd worked like hell to save her, all heedless of the cost. And the groan she gave as she went down and caused us to proclaim that the Mary Ellen Carter would rise again. How the owners wrote her off, not a nickel would they spend. She gave 20 years of service, boys, and met her sorry end. But insurance paid the loss to us, so let her rest below. And they laughed at us and said we had to go. We talked of her all winter, some days around the clock, for she's worth $250,000 afloating at the dock. With every jar that hit the bar, we swore we would remain and make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again, that her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. All those who loved her best and were with her till the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. All spring now we've been with her on a barge lent by a friend. 3 dives a day in hot hat suits and twice I've had the bends. Thank God it's only 60 feet and the currents here are slow, or I'd never have the strength to go below. We patched her ends, we stopped her vents without catch and put her down. We put cables to her fore and aft and girded her around. Tomorrow noon we hit the air and then sink up the strain and make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again, that her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. All those who loved her best and were with her to the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. How we couldn't leave her there, you see, to crumble into scale. She'd saved her life so many times, living through the gale. And the laughing drunken rats who left her to a sorry grave, but they won't be laughing in another day. And you to whom adversity has dealt the final blow, with smiling bastards lying to you everywhere you go, turn to and put out all your strength of arm and heart and brain, and like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again, that her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. All those who loved her best and were with her till the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again. Though your heart it be broken and life is bound to end, no matter what you've lost, be it the home and love, a friend, like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Thank you. What I wanted to say about the instrument is, so my name is, there's no wrong way to pronounce it. I say Dagher. It's actually, it's a Lebanese name. And in Lebanon, Dagher is as common as Smith or Jones. And, so my dad, he speaks Arabic in a real peasant sort of way. He says Dagher. That's how he says. But his uncle, who is an educated man, says Dagher. So when he speaks, his uncle, when he's saying it in English, he says Dagher. And my dad says it the peasant way, Dagher. So there's no wrong way to say my name. So my dad is Lebanese, and my grandfather was also Lebanese, and he, I was said the bouzouki, originally a Greek instrument, but before that it came to Greece with the Ottomans, right? And it came from, so there's a Lebanese instrument called the bouzouk. And when I told my grandfather I was playing I started playing bouzouki, 30 years ago, he said, "Oh, bouzouki, oh, très bel instrument, très bel instrument." We spoke to each other in French because I don't speak Arabic and he didn't speak English. And oh, très bel instrument, beautiful instrument. Oh, le bouzouki, right? So, so I was excited. So the first time it was, I don't know, Christmas or something, and I brought my bouzouki to the family party. It wasn't this one; it was a smaller one. And I took it out and I played it, and he said, "That's not a bouzouki." He said, "The bouzouki is beautiful." Okay, I said, okay. Okay, so let's sing Captain Kidd. So you just have two things to say. You have to say as I sailed, and then as I sailed, right? So it was three things, but it's a three. So once you say it twice, and then once you say it once, you'll get that key. No, let's do this key. Oh, my name is Captain Kidd. As I sailed, my name is Captain Kidd. As I sailed, just as I sailed, the second time. Oh, my name is Captain Kidd. Many terrible things I did, and the laws I did forbid. As I sailed, the laws I did forbid. As I sailed, I murdered William Moore. As I sailed, I murdered William Moore. As I sailed, I murdered William Moore, and I left him in his gore, not 40 leagues from shore. As I sailed, not 40 leagues from shore. As I sailed, well, I saw 3 ships from France. As I sailed, I saw 3 ships from France. As I sailed, I saw 3 ships from France, and on them I did advance, and I took them all by chance. As I sailed, I took them all by chance. As I sailed, then 14 more came by. As I sailed, then 14 more came by. As I sailed, then 14 more came by, and I knew that I would die, and I didn't wonder why. As I sailed, and I didn't wonder why. As I sailed, take a warning now by me. As I sailed, take a warning now by me. As I sail, take a warning now by me, and shun good company, for you're gone to hell with me. As I sailed, you're gone to hell with me. As I sail, oh, my name is Captain Kidd. As I sailed, my name is Captain Kidd. As I sail, my name is Captain Kidd. Many terrible things I did, and the laws I did forbid. As I sailed, the laws I did forbid. As I sailed. Thank you. One of the things I love about this type of thing is often, you know, I'm a folk singer. I'm always a folk singer, but I'm not a historian or a sailor or anything. So I come at this from a folk song. So people often quiz me on history of things, and sometimes I know and sometimes I don't. So I sang that song a few weeks ago in Bishop Hill, Illinois, a place not unlike this actually. And someone said, "Do you know how he killed William Moore?" And I didn't. And so I asked him to tell the assembled. And so apparently he threw a bucket at his head. Threw a wooden bucket at his head. I mean, it sounds much more glorious. I murdered William Moore, and I left him in his gore, not 40 leagues from shore. It's bigging it up a little bit, if you ask me, don't you think? So I said to the helpful audience member, I said, "Well, who was William Moore? Was he the Thane of something or other? Like I don't know." He said, "No, he was just a crewman, just someone on the crew." So the whole crux of the Captain Kidd story is he threw a bucket at one of his employees. I mean, a wooden bucket, right? It wasn't PVC or something. Anyway. All right. Let's do Hall on the Bowlin. Okay, but there are rules in this one, okay? There's just the one line to sing, really, right? Hall on the bowlin hall. Ready? Hall on the bowlin hall. So it happens in the chorus. Sorry, in the verses it happens, and when you sing it in the verse, you're not allowed to sing harmony. Okay? But then we go to the chorus where we all sing together, Hall on the bowlin so early in the morning, and there we have the harmonies, okay? So it goes from like whoo, unison to whoo, harmony, okay? Otherwise it doesn't work. I've tried it, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Hall on the bowlin so early in the morning, Hall on the bowlin hall. Okay, good. That was the chorus. Everyone learned it. Now we're going to do a verse. Hall on the bowlin, Kitty is my darling. Hall on the bowlin. Now the harmonies. Hall on the bowlin, so early in the morn. Hall on the bowlin hall. All on the bowlin, our bully ships are rolling. All on the bowlin hall. Chorus. All on the bowlin, so early in the morning. All on the bowlin hall. All on the bowlin. Kitty lives in Liverpool. All on the bowlin hall. All on the bowlin so early in the morning. All on the bowlin hall. All on the bowlin, the old man is a growling. All on the bowlin hall. All on the bowlin so early in the morning. All on the bowlin hall. All on the bowlin, it's a couple weeks to payday. All on the bowlin hall. All on the bowlin so early in the morning. All on the bowlin hall. All on the bowlin so early in the morning. Won't you haul on the bowlin hall? Let's do Liverpool Judies. You only have one word to sing this one, and it's roll. I mean, you can sing the whole chorus if you want, but you have to say roll. So when I say, and it's roll, you have to say, roll. I did this in Dublin on tour with the Longest Johns last year, and it was so loud. And the next night we were playing in Belfast, and I didn't want to start like a Belfast-Dublin rivalry or anything like that. That's already been started. But I did want to motivate the Belfast people to sing loudly. And I did mention how successfully the Dublin people had done it, without suggesting that either one of the groups was better than any of the other groups. And so after the Belfast people did their best, and I told them they were louder than Dublin people, but they weren't. It was also funny. I mean, everyone knows what the sort of religious political tensions there, and so I was in that set. I was doing the Star of the County Down Irish folk song, and I thought to myself, this is like an Irish song, is it? And I'm doing it in Belfast. Is it going to be too Catholic or too Protestant or too, Glasgow Celtic or too Glasgow Rangers? Like, I just didn't want to. So I get to the place we're playing in Belfast, and a choir director had written to me beforehand. So I was chatting with him, and I said, listen, Chris, I just want to know about this song, The Star. Like, is it okay to do it in here? Can I? And he did this. He went, should be okay. I don't know what he was looking for, and I don't. So I was like, anyway, I did it, and it was fine, but it was just weird. Anyway, okay, so sorry. We got a few steps away from roll, and it's roll, roll, police, roll. Story about a guy he's too drunk, so he gets kicked off the ship, and so he drowns his sorrows on shore in the bar, and he gets so drunk that he ends up getting press ganged back onto a ship. So as above, so below. From Liverpool to Frisco a roving I went. To stay in that country was my good intent. But drinking strong whiskey like other damn fools, when I soon got transported back to Liverpool. And it's roll, 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 bullies, roll. Those Liverpool Judies have got us in tow. For 42 days we were hungry and sore, and the waves were against us and the winds they did roar. Off Battery Point we dropped anchor at last, with our jib boom hove in and the canvas all fast. And it's roll, roll, bullies, roll. Those Liverpool Judies have got us in tow. The boarding house master was off in a trice. He was cursing and promising all that was nice. Well, when old fat Crimpy got cutting to me, and says he, you're a fool, lad, to follow the sea. And it's roll, roll, buddies, roll. Those Liverpool Judies have got us in tow. Says he, there's a job and it's waiting for you. You get boatloads of liquor and there's not much to do. Well, what do you say, lad, and will you hop to? Well, says I, me old somethinger, I'm sure that I do. And it's roll, roll, bullies, roll. Those Liverpool Judies have got us in tow. With the best of intentions, they never get far. After 42 days knocking back at the bar, well, he bought me some liquor, and what do you think? A dirty old guy, he put stuff in my drink. And it's roll, roll, buddies, roll. Those Liverpool Judies have got us in tow. Well, the next thing I remember, I awoke in the morn on a 3 skysail yarder heading out round the Horn. With an old pair of oilskins and 2 pair of socks, and a bloody big head and a sea chest of rocks. And it's roll, roll, buddies, roll. Those Liverpool Judies have got us in tow. So come all you young sailors, take warning by me. Keep an eye on your liquor when the Guinness is free, and pay no attention to the runner no more, or your heart will be sick and your head will be sore. And it's roll, roll, bullies, roll. Those Liverpool Judies have got us in tow. And it's roll, roll, bullies, roll. Those Liverpool Judies have got us in tow. Clean. This is another song that I'm trying out on you guys. I have to sing it in Cleveland next week, so you're stuck hearing the guinea pig version. It's called The Inland Lake. It's me for the Inland Lakes. It's It's really short, so if you don't like it, just hang on. If ever I follow the ships again to gather my spuds and cakes, I won't be working a deep sea hack. It's me for the inland lakes. You get a bunk, that's really a bunk, and the guff that the skipper takes. No end, I swear, it's a wonderful life. It's me for the open lakes. Vessels are good, the runs are short, and fine men are the mates. Fine men who really can handle a ship. It's me for the rolling lakes. Late gales may blow and waves run high. These feel the country of jigs, but the quarters are warm and the food you can eat. It's me for the windy lakes. $2 a day they often pay, much more than ocean crates. And when the season's done, then all winter you bum. It's me for the inland lakes. If ever I go to sea again, gather my spuds and cakes, I won't be working a deep sea hack. It's me for the inland lakes. It's me for the inland lakes. Right, nice song, right? There's another one that they sent me. You gotta learn this. You gotta learn this. Okay. You know how they are in Cleveland. Okay. I just joke. I have no idea. I'm gonna find out. I thought I went to Milwaukee a few years ago, and I thought I would hate it, but it was nice. There was the bronze fawns, so I'm hoping that Cleveland's like that. Enough about them. You guys sang, by the way, much better than the Schenectady people. Okay, let's do this one. When I was a little lad or so, my mother told me, "Way, haul away, will haul away, Joe, that if I didn't kiss the land, my girl would go all mouldy. Way, haul away, will haul away, Joe, to me, way, haul away, we'll heel and haul together, laddie. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe." I sailed the seas for years, I didn't know what I was missing. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. But then I set my sails before the gales and started kissing. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. To me, way, haul away, we'll haul for better weather, laddie. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Once I had an English girl, I think her name was Daisy. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. I thought I wouldn't like her, she damn near drove me crazy. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. To me, way, haul away, we'll haul for better weather, laddie. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Then I had a Yankee girl, she wasn't very civil. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. She dragged me round her chambers, near me drove me to the devil. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. To me, way, haul away, we'll haul for better weather, laddie. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. the King of France before the Revolution. Way Holloway, Will Holloway Joe. And then he got his hand chopped off, spoiled his constitution. Way Holloway, Will Holloway Joe. To me, way Holloway, Will Hover better weather, laddie. Way Holloway, Will Holloway Joe. You call yourself a second mate, but you cannot tie a bowline. Way Holloway, Will Holloway Joe. You cannot even stand up straight when the paggin gets a rolling. Way Holloway, Will Holloway Joe. To me, way Holloway, Will Hover better weather, laddies. Way Holloway, Will Holloway Joe. To me, way Holloway, Will Hover better weather, laddies. Way Holloway, Will Holloway Joe. Yeah. All right, we got a couple more here. I sometimes do. Oh yeah, I wanted to say to the streaming people, I made the joke before about lying to the border guards. That was just a joke. Not true. Declared everything, obviously. Internet archive, thank you. Honestly. Okay, let's do South Australia. In South Australia I was born, heave away, Holloway. In South Australia round Cape Horn, bound for South Australia. Holloway, you rolling kings, heave away, Holloway. Holloway, you'll hear me sing, bound for South Australia. As I walked out one morning fair, heave away, Holloway. 'Twas there I met Miss Nancy Blair, bound for South Australia. Holloway, you rolling kings, heave away, Holloway. Holloway, you'll hear me sing, bound for South Australia. There's but one thing that grieves my mind, heave away, Holloway, leave Miss Nancy Blair's behind, bound for South Australia. Holloway, you rolling kings, heave away, Holloway. Holloway, you'll hear me sing, bound for South Australia. Oh, when we won up around Cape Horn, heave away, Holloway. You'll wish to God you'd never been born, bound for South Australia. Holloway, you rolling kings, heave away, Holloway. Holloway, you'll hear me sing, bound for South Australia. Port Adelaide's a grand old town, heave away, Holloway. There's plenty of girls to go around, bound for South Australia. Holloway, you rolling kings, heave away, Holloway. Holloway, you'll hear me sing, bound for South Australia. Wish I was in Australia's strand, heave away, Holloway, with a glass of whiskey in me hand, bound for South Australia. Holloway, you rolling kings, heave away, Holloway. Holloway, you'll hear me sing, bound for South Australia. Holloway, you rolling kings, heave away, Holloway. Holloway, you'll hear me sing, bound for South Australia. Thank you. Thank you. So, one second. So I said a couple more. So I'm going to do, just that was one song ago, so couple minus one, so there's one. If X equals the number of songs left, and one song ago I said X minus 2. And so this is going to be the last song. Joy says I have to do an encore. So I will after the song, but I'm not going to do the like pretend to go off and like, oh what, really? So I hate any when I'm in the audience. I hate encores. I like just play your set and go away. I was like, if you wanted to do it. I don't care. But don't make me beg for it. And but usually I'm with someone, so I have to stay. I was at my wife's concert. My wife's a cellist. She's a great cellist, and I was at a concert she was playing, and I was alone. It was just me in the audience, and so they finished the thing. I had the program in my hand. It said it was over. People were clapping. I got up and left, and then like, oh no, they start playing music again. Oh, and I'm outside there. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's fine. That's fine. Whatever. I hate encores. Whatever. So my wife comes out after the show and she says, "Did you hear my solo in the encore?" I don't remember what happened after that. It's like it's a playing. Near Bambridge town in the county down one morning last July, down the Boring Green came a sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her 2 bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a winsome elf that I pinched myself, for to see I was standing there. From the Bantry Bay to the Derry Cave, from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met at the county down. I'm doing this, it's not a shanty, but I sort of introduced it before, so. She on her bed, and when I scratched my head, and I looked with a feeling rare. And I says I to a passer-by, who's that maid with the nut brown hair? But he smiled at me with pride, says he, she's the gem of Ireland's crown. Young Rosie McGann from the banks of the Banff, she's a star in the county down. From the Bantry Bay to the Derry Cave, from Galway to Dublin town, a maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met at the county down. The harvest fair shall be surely there, so I dress in my Sunday clothes, with my shoes shining bright and my cocked hat bright, for I've mouth from the nut brown rose. When no pipe I'll smoke and no horse I'll choke, till my plough the rest turns brown. The smiling bright by my own firelight is the star of the county down. From the Bantry Bay to the Derry Cave, from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met at the county down. Travelled a bit, but I've never been hit since my roving career began. But fair and square, I surrendered there to the charm of old Rosie McCann. When the hot lads had not tenant yet, then I mead and a row began. But in she went, and I yes no ran from the start of the county down. From the Bantry Bay to the Derry Cave, from Galway to Dublin town, a maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met at the county down. From the Bantry Bay to the Derry Cave, from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met at the county down. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Really? Oh, I'm touched. Thank you. Thank you very much to Joy for insisting, for inviting me here. Thank you. Thanks very much, Joy. I appreciate this whole organization is really amazing, and it's amazing what you do. And thank you to Chris and Keith on the sound, and to all of you coming, because if you weren't here, it would just be some weird guy standing up rambling. So thank you. I thought I heard the old man say, leave her, Johnny, leave her. Tomorrow you will get your pay, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. I hate to sail on this rotten tub. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. No grog allowed and rotten grub, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. We'd be better off in a nice clean jail. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. We're smuggled in wine and smuggled in ale, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Beware those packet ships, I say. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. For they'll steal your stores and your clothes away, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Well, my poor old mother, she wrote to me, leave her, Johnny, leave her. She wrote to me to come home from sea, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave. Done, so we'll go on shore, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Thanks a lot, guys.
Seán Dagher. Seán will be at the festival this year, too. Did you know that, Seán? Thank you very much for coming. We hope to see you on the 7th and all of the other concerts that are coming up. Many hands make light work, so if you could if you're on this side, fold your chair, take it to that wall, and if you're on the other side, take it to the other wall. Thanks so much for coming, and have a safe trip home.